What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Now today we're working on Susan. Let me show you what I've been doing for the last few weeks. As we know, where we left Susan, she was up on jack stands, all front suspension disassembled. If you haven't watched that video, get yourself caught up. I'll leave it in the top right hand corner. But let's roll back to a few weeks ago where I was going to clean and paint a lot of things, but I've decided that's not the route I want to go. Yeah, I still painted a few bits, but the bumpers I'm not going to do myself because I've tried to do them and it's all reacted, and I'll probably end up doing them in the future. I just don't want to do it right now. I just want to enjoy the car. So let's roll back to them times where I was taking all the wheel arch lining out, cleaning and painting it, and then we'll roll back to today and what we've got to tackle today, because we've got a few issues. Right, I don't know if that was a good idea or a bad idea, but all my nice timbers now getting soaked. I just used the pressure washer to rinse out the inside. But boys, fuck me, let me show you what we got going on. Look at the difference. Oh my days. 110% would recommend doing. Yes, you do get absolutely caked and shit, but your car's done a thank you for it. Show you what's going on. I did take the liberty of painting all of the... I took the wheel arch lining out and I gave everything a lick of paint. Okay, so Susan's engine bay. We have got our EGR delete, our new ASV, and you can see down there that it's not all cable tied together. Used about 3 cans of brake clean down there to get all the oil, still a bit there, but a lot better. So all of that is now looking so much better. And obviously we've deleted that pipe and you can see deleted the blank. You can just see it there, the Allen key. That's the engine bay. We've got our new drive shaft sat there chilling. Pretty much everything we need to do on this side. So you can see we've got our coilover in there, our painted wheel arch lining, shorter drop link, brand new wheel bearing, new ball joint under there too. I do have new tie rod ends, but I'm not going to fit them today because I cannot get that little nut off. So now we need to get this tracked. I'm just going to get them to do it whilst they're there. So yeah, let's move over here. Set the light up so you can see. So this is currently the other side. I've got the coilover sat in its knuckle with our new pinch bolt or stretch bolt in there chilling. So we'll tighten that once it's on the car. We've got a new wheel bearing here that showed up yesterday. So let's get that in here. And we need to get our other ball joint set in here as well. So I'm going to do that now. Give it the old 1-2 magic. 1, 2. That is how we're looking. I've just got the caliper bungee corded there at the moment. You can see our new drive shaft, new sway bar end links, our coilovers up in there. What else? We've got a new wheel bearing. We've got our new 312 discs. You can see these are the new carriers. I can't point. We've got a disc retaining screw into our new wheel bearing. As you can see, we've got everything on. So we've got new wheel bearings on both sides. We've got the coilovers. I repainted the knuckles. I painted the wheel arch lining. We've got new ball joints. I've got a new passenger side drive shaft. What else do we get? We've got the new 312mm discs. We've got the coilovers in. We've got brand new lower drop links for the sway bar, because the ones that came with the coilovers are a bit used, so I just bought new stance ones. They're all fitted, all nice. I've also fitted my GTI steering wheel, which is on the piss, so we'll have to change that today. So anyway, everything's installed, so I can put the GTI in the shed, because I'm not running that, because it is, in 3 days I use 50 quid of fuel, so that ain't gonna happen. So I needed something, so I needed to get Susan ready to use as a daily for a little bit. So she's all finished. I'm going to show you around. In today's video, we've got some little niggly bits to address. I obviously drove it home, and everything works fine. The brakes need bedding in a little bit. But apart from that, they're not too bad. There's no clunks, there's no rattles. So we've done a good job. So in today's video, the main task is to raise the front, because it is the coilovers are maxed out all round. Front and rear are maxed out, and it's not a problem. It takes the bumps really well on the front, but when you're slightly turned, when you have the wheel slightly turned, and you hit some sort of bump in the road, there's a little tab on the wheel. I'll show you in a minute, but I'll explain what I'm talking about. There's a little tab on the wheel arch lining, bolts still on the wing, and it's touching the tyre. And when I turn, it's super close. So I thought I could get away with just bending that tab up, but it's not going to happen. So we're going to have to try and raise the front, maybe an inch, half an inch, which is a shame because it does look really nice. And it does take the bumps really, really well. It doesn't rub when you hit bumps or anything, but you can't really get on it because it just causes so much bouncing. So we're going to have to change the front up a little bit. And we've got to do something about the wheels because obviously they're prepped to be painted, and I haven't painted them yet. So we're going to have to try, and I think I'm going to get them powder coated. So I just want to make them look a little bit better. So I've got some sparkly grey, graphite grey paint from the old BMW that I used to have. So I'm just going to try and paint them all somewhat, just so they don't look all scuffed and nasty. So not to be perfect. I'll show you what the car looks like. Oh, and we've got some sick paint to paint the calipers as well. So that is going to be most of the talking done. Let's show you around Susan, how she is now. She's outside. Then I want to pull her up to the wash bay outside the shed and give her a quick wash because she's been sat in the shed for weeks and she's a bit dusty. So we give her a wash. I want to clean the wheels so I can get them off whilst we're doing the coilovers, and I'll get them painted outside. It's a lovely Sunday morning. It's a chill Sunday. I'm not rushing. If needs be, I will take the GTI back out. If you don't know, I've swapped the van for the GTI. Spoiler alert. But we'll talk about that more in the next video that I do, talking about the GTI and why I swapped it. But anyway, let's wash Susan. Oh no, actually, let's quickly look around Susan, see what you guys think. So here she is, the one and only Susan. You can see that the wheel's massively laid down, but hopefully we can address that today. You can see though that the stance isn't actually that bad, but right here there's a tab, and when the wheel obviously travels, it's just destroying that tab. So I don't want it to ruin my tyres. These are what the wheels look like right now. You can see our big big GTI discs in there. So it's looking pretty. But the rear, absolutely no complaints in the rear, even though it looks lower than the front. You've got no issues with rubbing in the back, so that's happy days. Engine bay's looking nice. We've got our, oh, I need to get a new hood prop because it's, but if I let go, it's just whoop. So show you what we've got going on in here. We've got can't speak today. We've got EGR delete, and all our ASVs all sorted out. Like I said, it was all cable tied together. We've got our S-tuned performance air intake. If you want a link for that, I'll leave it in the description. I'm not going to rate it that much, to be fair. I personally wouldn't buy it again. I ordered a black one as well, not a red one. But no engine lights from deleting the EGR, so that's cool. I think you only get an EGR. I think you only get an engine light when you delete the cooler, maybe. I don't know. Most people said if you delete the EGR on this, you get an engine light, but that is not the case for me. But yeah, she's sitting pretty well, to be fair. Not terrible. Not super low. When we get her inside, I'll show you more behind the wheels. I can't really show you whilst it's a thing, but she's pretty stanced out. It looks pretty sick. I just don't like the wheels right now. That's why we're painting them. Alright the boys, sorry for the light. Obviously I haven't got the van, so I haven't got the inverter, so I bought this naughty little DeWalt. But this is all I got. So I'm just in the middle of adjusting the coilovers. As you can see, I've just moved it up a fair bit. This is all, well, it's all loose. Sorry, I can't. This is so frustrating. So you can see that this collar is loose. I've just raised it. It was all the way at the bottom. I've just raised it. I'm going to keep going, I think. Just a little bit more. I don't want to keep doing this. But let me show you what we've got. We've got our big 312mm disc. 312mm disc. This is our new, the red is obviously our new carrier. You can see the red pads in there, there's our EBC red stuff pads. I have our new stance drop links, new drive shaft in there, it looks really old already. Got new shock bolts obviously. The bracket that holds up brake line and sensor cables in place is broken, so I just need to do some cable ties. I do have new tie rod ends, but I can't fit them because I can't get that bloody locking nut off. I need some heat and I do not have that. You can see, you can still see our painted wheel arches in there. This right there, that is what we're rubbing on. And it's very annoying, so I don't want that. We've got new, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see new ball joint. You can see also see our new drive shaft in there a bit better. And I've painted the knuckle. We're going to paint the caliper and the carrier now. See if I can get up. Oh, this is a challenge. What colour we're doing? We are doing, where is it? Oh yeah, I saw it in Halfords the other day, boys. Had to get it. Bring it out to the light. Oh yes, boys. Hammerite yellow smooth. We're doing yellow calipers. Sick. We've got our wheels here all nice and clean. Just letting them dry off. I'm just gonna do the old playing card method and just prime them quick and paint them up. Just so we don't have this stupid bare metal lip and it's all scratched. So if they react, they react. I'm doing it quite a dark colour, so I'm not that bothered. Like I said, I will get these, pardon me, I will get these refinished. Obviously Annie's up in the air. You can see that I've done it on both sides. I'm not, oh, it's just started pissing it down. And the GTI window don't go up, so happy days. I've just got to go sort that out quick. Got first one, I ran out of playing cards, should have bought 2 packs. But I've just got some filler primer. Drying because there's some pretty deep grinder marks, which I'll leave right now because I did start to film it. But yeah, so doing the front wheels whilst these are drying. I'm going to adjust the coilovers on that side. And I'm going to start adding our yellow paint on this caliper. That's as far as we're going, adjusting the coilovers. Hopefully that will be enough. So let's start cleaning this up and getting some yellow paint on this. Okay guys, Susan is back on the ground. Apologies, this is not being done outside, but it's pissing down with rain and the wheels have just been painted and it's still tacky. So going on to the rears, this one turned out it's got a slight reaction, but again, not a worry. It's got yellow caliper in there, looking sexy. The front, I've changed the ride height. I think we should be good with that. But look at that, boys, that looks 120% better. You can see now that you can fit your fingers under there, no problem. And we've got about, I don't know, easily enough space in there from that clip. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, loads of space. So looking good. I've straightened the steering wheel because of the thing was on the piss, but that's how this side's looking. Again, when it stops raining, I'll get some better shots for you. Right, I'm just going to get this whilst it's weather's still dry. It looks like it's going to piss it down any second. So this is how Susan's looking at the moment. You can see all the wheels and calipers all painted. It looks lovely. It still looks pretty low considering I raised it about ½ an inch. The rear is looking a little lower. We might have to address that because it's raising the front has eliminated a lot of the bouncing, but it's still bouncing quite a lot, so it might be because of the rear. Let me move over here so you can see how she looks. She looks very smart. I only washed this the other day and it's already fucking leaking. But you can see she sits nice. Happy days with that. So everyone, that is the Susan build so far. That is pretty much the whole front end refreshed. I'm not going to go through all the parts again because you've probably heard me say it about 1,000 times. Yes, the wheels are not perfect, but for now I'm running them because they're the only ones I've got decent tyres on. When they get sent off to get refurbed, I will get some tyres put on my GTI Monzas. So I've got some sort of wheels to run, and I want to put some tyres on them so I don't have to keep swapping the tyres around. The steering wheel is still on the piss, so I'm about to redo that now, which I'm super annoyed about, but yeah, there it is. I need to get the, once I get the tracking done, I'm going to get the tie rods done at the same time, because I haven't got a blowtorch or anything with heat to probably loosen off that bolt. I should buy one really. I think that's what I'll invest in next. So that's going to be the end of this video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you want to subscribe for more, subscribe for more. You know my goal this year is to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you could make that possible, that'd be much appreciated. Love you all for that. If you have any questions about parts, etc., then leave a comment down below. I'm happy to link anything that I have bought in this episode. So yes, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to see you soon in the next video. Cheers and gone. Bye bye.
And I've been counting days to get